Alright, guys, I'm hoping I try to retake this video because I started rambling and I wanted to get straight to the point where, okay, I want to talk about some of these people, whether it was on any kind of blogs or where, especially in your places you work next to or somebody you knew somewhere, anywhere outside of here, and you ever get shit that's caused by this he said, she said shit, which kind of pisses you off that, people will swear by what their buddies tell them, even take their buddy's word of some shit over you, and have the nerve to tell you a thing or two and all that. But then you're like, oh, fuck you then, But then when you finally find out about it, get to talking, and like they find out what the shit starters are doing, right? Because like they find out something else that maybe try to make some long story or long example short. They find something from somebody else about them. And then I'm like, okay, I said this, but that's not how I said it. And a shit starter, like, and somebody will come to you over a he said, she said. And if you're lucky, they'll allow you to explain themselves if they want to be that much of a dickhead, like, and stay keeping an argument with you over something that he said, she said, instead of coming to you with it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, fuck you. But then some of them that do let you, or even if they don't let you explain yourself right away, they find out something from someone else, right? And then you go to them and say, well, yeah, I said this, but that's not all. I said this way and not this, or I said this but not this, and it was directed for this, not for you, or somebody would just outright lie about something. But then they find out and say, they're like, oh, okay, because, and then they'll find out when maybe they find out about it, or you know exactly where it's coming from, and you tell them, that's so-and-so talking. When they tell you how something was supposedly said, do you ever find that shit out? Just the way they said it, certain words that they'll say, and you're like, wait a minute, that's so-and-so talking, and they're like, oh, yeah, you're right. And then all of a sudden you're talking nice to each other again and all that. I did say this, though, and you might admit, oh, I said this because I was mad, but all right, I didn't mean it. So it's like, and then then they'll say, well, all right, I said this because I was mad because I thought you said this, and oh, I didn't mean that then, and you're like, and then maybe somebody, like, for example, I'll go, well, okay, unfuck you then. And that would be nice if everybody, when they find out, like, if people can make peace that way, and then when they said fuck you, you can go, okay, unfuck you. And then they'll go, well, okay, unfuck you too. I'm like, oh yeah, you're kind of all right, you know what I mean? That shit happens. That shit can happen too once in a while, I mean. But the unfuck you idea is kind of like my concept. I don't think anybody on the internet ever used it, but I wanted to use it as a kind of joke. But it maybe took me too long to get to the punchline from explaining all the he said, she said shit. But I mean, but what I'm trying to say is, like, if you get far enough and you get some of these people you've got these arguments with, or somebody started it, and then you end up talking nice to each other again because somebody found out, oh, that's so-and-so talking, he or she is a shit starter, And they do, and they'd be doing that shit on purpose, and then you could start forward when you're saying fuck you, and then you can maybe make peace and go, well, unfuck you, and then they'll go, well, unfuck you too then, and like, but yeah, I mean, that's how you do it. You can, I mean, it's how you can say a fuck you to somebody, but then take it back. You know what I mean? Take it back. Okay, okay, here it is. Fuck you and unfuck you. Fuck you and unfuck you. Fuck you, unfuck you. It's like you could change your mind and take it back, and then everything is good.